Alright guys, had quite a few different questions over the last little while about how my suspension's set up, how do the 32s not hit. I mean, they do touch a little bit, and just recently I dialed the front suspension, left the spring rate the same, just adjusted the rebound, and they did not hit on the last row at all. And you can barely tell they hit. Basically, the only way you know they hit is that you got this little scrub mark, or good size scrub mark, I guess, with a 32-inch tire, but scrub mark inside on the inner fender wells. Does not hit on top, anywhere that I've ever heard or seen. Just this tiny little spot here. So what I have is my rebound is set 4 clicks from the hardest. So this way being hard as it'll go, this way being soft as it'll go, I'm 4 clicks from full hard. So if you go all the way to hard, turn it back 4 clicks. That's where I'm at as far as the dampening on the front. On the rear, as you can see, my spring rate is pretty low, and I'm 7 clicks from full hard. So same thing, go all the way to hard, turn it back seven clicks, and that's where I'm set at. You can see that my preload is pretty light in the back. In fact, I'm gonna grab a tape measure so we can measure off exactly what that is, so you guys know. Okay, so we got the tape measure out. So we're almost exactly 3 inches from where the nut tops out here on top to the very bottom of it. This is front suspension. As you can see, I got a little bit of room in my tender springs, but not a lot. And in the rear, it's hardly anything, hardly going to be measurable. About exactly a half an inch. Probably actually just a little less than that. Yeah, about almost exactly half an inch. It's hard to tell where the tape measure is at, but about half an inch down. And I got a little bit of room in my tender spring there as well. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, this would be a multi-part video, I guess, just quick suspension talk. A lot of people are like, oh, how'd you get yours to level? Do I have to buy a leveling kit or a lift kit? I don't think so. When I bought this, it was really soft in the front. The front suspension was really soft, and it sat really low on the front compared to the back. So that's what I did is, there's a tool in your toolkit. It doesn't work very good on the front. For whatever reason, these front holes where that tool is supposed to work at, let me grab the tool. So here's the tool that comes in your toolkit. It's just this little guy. One side's for the clutch, to push the clutch back, changing the belt, and this side's for the shocks. But if you'll notice, they really don't fit in the front hole. So basically all it does is you hook it on here, hook it in one of these holes, and turn it whichever way you need to go. It doesn't really work in the front. The back, the holes are a lot bigger. So the front of this tool digs right in. This piece goes right inside the hole. So it works great for the back, not so much for the front. So what I ended up doing is I'll jack it up. Now let's get your jack it up on the underneath of this pad, put a block underneath, is what I do. And I was actually able to turn it quite a bit by hand. Just, put your hands around it both sides, turn it down. Or I have a rubber strap wrench for like taking oil filters off. So you just wrap it around here and turn it that way. That way you don't mar this all up. You can use a big pipe wrench or something, you're gonna mar it all to crap. So what I did anyway for the lift kit, leveling kit, is this was set 1.75 inches taller, like up in here. So just by turning it down 1.75 inches, bringing it down 1 3/4, pushes the spring down, raises your tension on your spring, pushes the front end of the general up, and now mine's level. So like I said, this is on 32s, so, but the front is level with the back, or pretty close. So I don't know if anybody else has any questions with that. Shoot me a comment in the comment section, or let me know, and I can go through it a little more in depth if you like.